Hello, my name is John Hodgson. We're doing the persuasive video for our communications class, Dr. Gentry, and I will now introduce you to my audience. We have Bob, the very nice lady, and of course Jim. Jim's been in all of them. He is a wonderful help. Hello, my name is John Hodgson, and I'm here to persuade you about the possibility of human hybrids and grays visiting Earth. One, in order to bring a good argument, a persuasive argument, one must need to bring certain proof or experiences to validate the claims that I'm giving you. For myself, I did not know at the time that I was abducted. At the time, between the years of 8 years old to 12, I lived in Eugene, Oregon. And as a young child, you live in the now. You do not live in the future, you don't live in the past. And what would happen is I would be on a street corner when my mom would say, go out and play. This is over 40 years ago, where they just let the kids run loose throughout the street and have fun. And so what happened is I would be at a corner and I would lose sense of place and time. I would wind up at another corner at some other time of the day, and it would be like 4 hours later, because it would be like sunset, and it would be a different location. And then I would just go, oh, okay, what happened? I don't know. And then I would turn around and just go home and see mom and have dinner. Now, the two criteria, the best criteria for alien abductions from human hybrids is translocation of position and translocation of time. When you lose those two things happen to occur, something has happened. And at the time, I was very young, and I did not know that these things were occurring. Now, there is a human hybrid being channeled by Daryl Anka called Bashar. Now, Bashar informs us that the human hybrid abductions are done for certain purposes. For the purpose of this video, I will bring what I consider to be independent verification of the independent information given by Bashar. Now, Bashar had described the human consciousness field as a double spherical physical mind field and the bias field that is around the human mind. Now, the independence is that I was experimenting with crystalline structures, quartz crystals, and a hat, and I experimented with taking an auric photo to see what I would see. And the image that you see here shows not a great representation, but it shows representation of the different purple fields in the bias field. Now, the next photograph I will show is in enhanced color, meaning I did not alter the colors differences between the photograph, but what I did was I raised the amount of color intensity to illustrate the fields themselves. You will notice that the human bias field, which I will show later in the handout, is a flat with a curve. It's a half sphere, and you have the sphere of the human physical mind field. So you'll notice in the auric photo that we have the standard red blob, but we have this very structured structure that I'm showing. Now, this I've taken about 20 years ago. It's a standard auric photo. This is what I control in my control because it's without the hat, but it shows the auric phenomena. Now you will notice that there are pretty colors like the purple and the colors around the blues, but you will not see the hard structure that was presented in the previous photo. You will see the standard auric photo, the blobby stuff. So obviously there's a difference between the two. This standard. This is a standard photo, this is a Polaroid, and the other Polaroid photo. Now, Bashar, that's channeled from Daryl Anka, had actually illustrated in the handout Mechanics of Channeling these very fields. He has shown that one person that we all have a bias field. That's the positive and negative semicircles to complete one circle. You will notice that it matches the photo that I presented. Now, the other thing that's interesting, as I said before, is the translocation of time. Now, I'm on a CPAP machine which is continuously monitoring for periods of time. I'm asleep, the mask is on, I'm breathing, the machine is monitoring me. At this instant, you'll see the time is 2 hours and 19 minutes. Well, what I remember was sleeping for 6 hours. But the machine says I only slept for 2 hours. Where's the missing 4 hours? Now, you would think that this is a fault of the machine, but this is my normal sleep time, 6 hours, with no missing time. So to conclude, I hope I presented evidence to persuade you with the possibility of human hybrid grays interactions on Earth and the validity of my claims and personal experiences involved with the abduction process. And I actually thought it stopped when I was 12 years old, but this was done a week ago, and it's amazing. Thank you for your time.